Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to the third live stream, I suppose. This is like day 4 since I started recording. I didn't really record yesterday because I was really tired. To be honest, I'm still a little bit tired today, but yeah, I've been quite busy over the past few days. I guess as you can see right here. So let me, I guess, explain like what I've been up to, how I got to this. Um, so the other day I was grinding concrete, right? Uh, and I had to do that like 2 more times just yesterday, to get enough for this. And then I already had like a lot of obsidian and crying obsidian built up, so that wasn't too big of an issue. But so yeah, and then I had to download this mod. It was like Lightmatic or whatever. Because I built this in creative mode first, and then I took Lightmatica and I put it's like a schematic thing, so it tells you like what blocks to place and stuff. So I didn't have to just like randomly come up with this again. So yeah, that's how I was able to build this. I'll be honest, this is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to build. Like Barad-dûr, sure, it was hard, but like it was pretty straightforward. You kind of just built up with the walls. This one, it was ridiculous because it was like it's such a random build. Just because like it's kind of well, the Wither Storm's random, really. Which, yeah, I need to clarify that this is a Witherstorm body. It's part of my new like big build. I'm calling it, I think, like Arscet Montis, which is Latin for withered mountain. So, which I guess that's pretty clear. Like, it's pretty straightforward, but it sounds cooler in Latin. So I didn't want to just call it Withered Mountain because that would have been boring, right? So yeah, this is like my first time ever doing terrain stuff, so don't attack me for it like it looks bad or something, because yeah, this is my first time like ever doing something like this. This all should turn to grass pretty soon. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, we're up here right now. I had to build out like a frame first because I heard that making a frame before you build stuff is really helpful. So I did that, and then I've just been filling in the frame. I would have used something like World Edit, but I wasn't entirely sure what to do for like a mountain like this because it's intentionally hollow. Because I want to have like a big base inside the mountain. The reason why like the Witherstorm body doesn't have any heads right now is because the heads and like the tentacles are going to be kind of like poking out of the mountain to seem cooler and stuff. So yeah, what's up, S11? So yeah, that's really the plan. Right now, today, the plan is just to build up the mountain. It's probably going to be over the course of like the next few days because this is something that's going to take a while. Originally, I was just doing it by like horizontal layer by layer, but that was way too slow, so I had to come up with this instead. And this is like way more efficient. I've gotten all this done over the course of like the past hour-ish, so while it was taking me like an hour just to get one layer done down there. So yeah, this is definitely a lot faster. If you're going to be terraforming stuff like this, I would heavily recommend you just get a frame ready and then take that quadrant. It's way faster. But yeah, this quadrant is almost done. Over here, this is another quadrant, which is why I haven't built it out yet. You can kind of see the frames right here. It has been a little bit difficult to like line up the frames correctly because they're not all the exact same. I wanted to give more of a real mountain feel with it, so I kind of didn't do that. I didn't make all the frames the exact same because then it would have looked like really, really fake, like more than it already does. But yeah. Oh crap! I almost just fell. Okay, actually, I already kind of filled out this part a little bit on accident. But up here is really what's left, just this little part. So I guess we can start working on this. The parts where it's like a sharp upturn is actually really hard because I do want the mountain. I want you to be able to climb up the mountain, even though I'm personally never going to be really like climbing up it too much because I have my elytra and stuff. So yeah, it's just really gonna be like dirt placing and stuff today, and for the next few days actually. But I don't know. I think it's interesting to me to like kind of watch the process of it. Oh, crud. Okay, I messed this up a little bit. I need to undo all those. Oops. And dirt's like really, really easy to get. Like obviously it's dirt, but like compared to like sand or something, if I was trying to sand also, since it's a gravity block, yeah, this would have been horrible if I was having to use sand. All right, I've got this pretty well. It's just looking good so far. What's up, OC? What's up, Half Brain Bean? What's up, Rogue? Sorry, I can't check. I don't have two monitors right now, so I can't check the chat and play. So if it takes a while for me to respond, it's just because I haven't checked the chat. Yeah, I think it looks so good with shaders too, especially the Crying Obsidian. That was definitely my best choice for a block because like compared to, it really just makes it pop more, I think. The Obsidian was also good because like if you've watched or played Minecraft Story Mode, you'll see like, especially towards the end of the like after the Wither Storm gets broken into 3 parts, like you can see a lot of what looks like Crying Obsidian, but at the time technically wasn't because Crying Obsidian wasn't added yet. But actually, I think we just finished that quadrant. Okay, yeah. It's a little bit rough right now because I haven't finished this side yet. Actually, this side is what's up next, but it looks good. I think it's actually really good here. I need a better view of it. Oh, yeah, okay. Like, it's a little bit rough, so I'll have to add some stone here at some point after I finish the dirt placing, but it's good for sure. Okay, so what I did to start out each part, I need to get rid of these trees real quick. Okay. I hate acacia trees. Acacia. I'm not really sure how to say it. It's probably my least favorite wood and tree in Minecraft. Actually, I would say mangrove because they're really hard to, they're really hard to mine, but the wood looks really, really good, so I can't trash on mangrove too much. Yeah, I don't know, there's just not a lot of good uses for, like, orange wood. Like, when are I maybe I'm just not thinking of something, but, like, orange wood, I feel like I'd never use. I'm always gonna use redwood instead. Like, and there's multiple options for redwood too. You've got mangrove, you've got, um, the crimson wood from the nether. Actually, I used both of those in these houses. Ouch! In both these houses over here. Yeah, this one I use it for the roof and the door. This is like where I keep my mob heads and stuff. And then this one, it's kind of like I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be really. I decided to put my brewing stand stuff and my enchantment table up here, um, just so it could have a use. But yeah, I also keep my villagers in these houses because I don't feel like enslaving them right now, because it's actually a really long process to enslave them. So yeah, it can be a little bit hard to find them sometimes, but in the end, I'd rather like just have to randomly find them than get them in a boat and do all the tedious process there is with kidnapping villagers. And okay, this I'm really gonna have to edit. I did not do a good job with this leg. Um, okay, there is gonna have to be like a sharp upturn here, but I don't want to make it too tall. I think 3 blocks is fine. Uh, okay, yeah, just keep building up here. Okay. Uh, that's also something that's kind of annoying right now is that if I fall down, I have to get all the way around because I have a barrier around the thing that's like, okay, I think an Enderman did that. Can I turn off uh Enderman griefing somewhere? I don't know like where I would do that. Not in I'll figure that out later, but I am not having this get you know what? I don't know if this is looked down upon normally, but I think just while I'm building this, I'm going to turn it to peaceful, just so I don't have to deal with all the mobs down here. I'll turn it, it's going right back to hard as soon as I'm finished, but yeah, I just don't want to deal with all that right now. I find it a worthy cause to turn on peaceful mode in this situation. I think I also turned on peaceful mode for when I was building Barrageur, so I think yeah, it's already like a morality thing that I've broken in the past. I've already killed once, so just do it again. It doesn't affect me anymore. I'm like just trying to give an example of like what I'm trying to say. Now, of course, that way of thinking is very, very wrong. Don't kill people. Obviously, did I do that right? Um. Okay. This is good, but I feel like I need more. There needs to be some more elevation here. So I'm gonna. No, not that one. Okay. Here, I think. I do want it to be like I do want you to be able to scale it pretty easily, but when it's like higher parts like this, it can be pretty hard to figure out. Um, yeah. Okay, so I know this is kind of off the leg again, but um I'll catch up with it later on. I need like another I need just a few one steps, like one block up things. Oh yeah, what's up, Echo? Uh yeah, I think it's looking really, really good too. I think I'm going to end up making a lot more progress like over the summer and stuff because I have like a lot of school stuff right now. I've got like a mock trial, which is, well, I guess it's kind of self-explanatory. It's like a mock of like a court trial, and that has been a tedious process. To like, you have to get all your witness questions, and it has to be like direct questions to the witness, or you have to get cross-examination for the opposing witnesses. It's a huge annoyance, and it's taken up a lot of my time. Not actually for me, it actually still hasn't even been that much time compared to some of my classmates. 'Cause I'm just the bailiff in the case, but I have to help the attorneys like come up with questions and stuff. So it is like kind of, yeah, it's a tedious process and stuff. I'm ready for a break. What's up, KCI? Okay. I'm not sure how much I want to get done today because I do have to get off around probably around like 5:15 ish CST, which is in like it's like an hour from now. So yeah, I don't know how much we'll get done. We might be able to get done. I might go back over there. I want to get the front done so I can look at it from like a vertical view. Um, and then we'll do the back later. Well, not later, but like, well, we'll do it immediately after. I'm not gonna start progress on like the inside of the base if I'm not done. I will. I'm not gonna be lazy. I'll make sure to have the entire thing closed off before I start working on the inside. It's funny. This is actually like like it's really, really massive compared to I even Barradur. I feel like it's taking up like loads of space. Here, actually, no, I want a quick comparison of the two. I try to look at the outline here. I'm gonna have to refresh my maps on the area map here. Um, okay, here I need like a. Actually, no, I actually should be able to look at this on my map here. The thing with Barradur is that it's not just the space that's taking up right, like right here. I can't build anything like around it either. It's kind of, yeah, it has like this entire part right here is all just for Barradur itself. Then with the mountain and stuff, it's like all up here. So I think they're pretty even. Um, but yeah, again, I'm not entirely sure. I think Barradur is still a bigger project in total. Uh, yeah, for other builds, I think I'm gonna have one right here, and then one to the side right here, and then one past Barradur. Uh, so Barradur will be like the center of my base. I'll have to expand at some point. Um, oh yeah. Uh, oh, sorry. I had to. Someone was messaging me and stuff. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to need some more dirt here. I am like low on yeah, I'm low on the dirt supplies. I don't know how I was able to. Oh, right. I had my dirt supply in my chest. Did I empty that all the way? I can't remember. I think I'd like to do something in the end as well, like something with the end island. I'm not entirely sure what it'd be. It's not like destroying the end island or something. That would be utterly ridiculous. Um, and it'd probably be, I don't even know how I'd accomplish that. I'd have to, at the very least, maybe use TNT, but I don't know how I'd get that much TNT. I can. The sand wouldn't be a problem. It'd be the gunpowder because I don't have like a gunpowder farm right now. So okay. No, I'm not. Oh wait, it's peaceful mode. Okay. Honestly, I might still sleep because it's easier to see stuff in the day. I just realized my pillager farm isn't going to work right now. Well, I'll just be able to turn it back to uh hard mode later on, so and not too big of a deal, just right now it won't work. All right. So yeah, here I'm gonna have to like kind of this is the hard part about the world. I have to, or with the legs specifically, I have to, since they aren't all the same, I kind of have to decide like, are they transitioning onto each other or, and I think right here what I'm gonna have to do is it's gonna be really high like right here, but then it kind of slowly fades down over here, but then it's kind of a big spike up there. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. I can't just keep like placing the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna have to get a little bit rough here. So yeah, let's just see how it looks. Again, I'm not sure. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Uh, yeah, this is not easy to kind of picture. It's because it's just such a giant like change in terrain. It actually might be easier to start with down and go up, and I'm out of dirt. That is amazing. Oops. All right. Um. Okay. Do I have anything? I got 2 stacks. That's not enough, but I hate jump boost when I need to make some stairs right there, actually. I'm kind of out of dirt right there to mine. So you know what? Right here should be good. Um, yeah, I'm excited for Dragons Rising Season 3 right now. That's tomorrow, I think. I've seen I've had a lot of stuff spoiled for me because people can't keep spoiler images off the internet. You know, it's naturally going to happen, especially with a certain character in season 3, or that has been rumored to appear in season 3. So yeah, it's been a bit annoying, but hopefully, if I don't get any major spoilers until just tomorrow, like afternoon, because that's probably around the time I'd watch it, because I can't in the morning because I have a mock trial thing actually. So actually, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a bit rough to. I doubt I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I might still get some. I'll definitely get some progress done, but I don't think. Yeah, I won't have time to work on it. Just that. Oh yeah, this isn't even close enough. Okay, I want to fill up my inventory and my shulker box before I go back to it. Yeah, especially on Instagram, spoilers have been really, really bad. I've kind of had to just like kind of I had to stop looking at Instagram just because every single day there was a new image. Yeah. I wish we didn't have. I think I would rather wait a year for a new season that doesn't, like, there's not like a two-parter than have to wait 6 months just to get the first part of the story. Because I don't particularly like the style that they do right now with Dragon's Rising. Like I know it's like what they were doing with the 11-minute era, which I also hate how they were doing that era. At least they're 20 minutes now, because yeah, I have such a hard time watching season 11 to 15 because it's just so impossible to. I feel like I'm spending a really long time on each. Especially Crystallize is a pain to sit through. And season 11 and Crystallize are some of the hardest seasons to sit through. Like, Crystallize has like a good finale, but like that's the best part about Crystallize. There's not a lot to love about it, in my opinion. Seabound was also really hard for me to watch. I did not enjoy Seabound. Like, Nia's sacrifice at the end was all right, but like you already know she was just gonna come back next season, just because fake out deaths and Ninjago are 2-on-2. Like, they can't exist without each other. Then Master of the Mountain actually is the only season of the 11-minute era that I personally enjoy, just because it's like a medieval theme, and I've enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoy the Skull Sorcerer as a villain. Yeah, Vangelis is a good villain. Maybe the best of the 11-minute era. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Season 12 is also really hard to sit through. Like, the episodes of like from 15 to 25 are so impossible to watch. But with Dragon's Rising, season 2 is my third favorite season in the show. Number 1 is Possession, and number 2, I think. Actually, I don't really. What is number 2? I know there's something in between the two, because I know Dragon's Rising season 2 isn't number 1. isn't number one. I think Tournament of Elements probably. Like it's kind of a basic take, but it's just because they're so good. Everyone likes them because it's just such good seasons. Season 6 was a sharp decline, but I still enjoy Skybound. I'm not a Skybound hater. Then with season 7, I actually think it's a bit overhated. There's definitely some criticism that is deserved with it. Like episodes, all the middle episodes are so terrible, but the first episode of season 7 and uh the last like 2 episodes of season 7 are really great. Now I don't they don't make up enough just because they don't make the other 2 episodes that are so terrible worth it though. So, like I only watch season 7 once every 3 years at least. Just because, yeah, they're just not good. They're just not good. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with the staircase here. I'm not sure if it'll translate well or not. And I guess we're just kind of like, I guess I'm just kind of like talking about each season now, so I might as well continue. I guess season 8. Okay. With Sons of Garmadon, I never really enjoyed Sons of Garmadon. Like when I was a kid, you know, when I was a young kid, and I watched it, I was like, the redesigns suck, and then I kind of held the president. I hated Ninjago for a while after the redesigns, as most people did, or some people did, not most people. But I stopped watching. So I stopped watching Ninjago for a while after I watched season 8 and 9, and I watched the entire Oni trilogy like around when they came out, but I did not enjoy them when I think I was like, I want to say like 8 maybe. I'm not really sure when it came out. Yeah, I would have been 8 because I think March of the Oni uh was March of the Oni 2018? I can't remember. Yeah, so I stopped watching Ninjago for a while after that. I wasn't really around in the community for like season 11 or season 12. Or season 13 actually. I dropped out all of for like the next 2.5 years or so. Just because I hated the redesign so much. But then I came back to it back in like 2022-ish. Like around Crystallized, and I rewatched the Oni trilogy. And I went from absolutely hating it to liking it, but it's still not my favorite. I get why other people like it because it has like darker tones and stuff, but I feel like it was very out of place to go from a season like season 7 to the Oni trilogy. Which not saying that was a bad change because season 7 there definitely needed to be a tone change afterwards, but I wish they kept that seriousness that those seasons had with like season 11 especially. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started on season 11. Yeah, 2019. What's up, Shocker MC? So I'm not this looks all right. I don't hate this so far. Oh, I need to actually I need to fix this a little bit. Nope, don't do that though. Okay. That's good. Just a little bit hard to climb up. Probably should have brought some scaffolding if I'm being honest. Yeah. Actually, no. I actually do need to. I need to talk about season 11. I guess now it's its turn now. Season 11, in my opinion, at least the fire chapter, is the hardest season of Ninjago to watch by a long shot. I know I said Prime Empire was hard to watch and like the first part of Crystallized was hard to watch, but season 11 outdoes all of them. It is the most boring, unless I'm forgetting an episode. To be fair, I haven't watched it in like 2 years. But Asphira is not is that the right way to say it? Asphira? Yeah. Asphira is not a very good villain in my eyes. She's really, really annoying. No disrespect to the voice actor, of course, which I believe she passed away, unfortunately. So yeah, obviously no disrespect meant there. But yeah, Asphira just wasn't a great villain. I think the Ice chapter is better, but yeah, just the tone change. Like with the weird anime episodes that they had sometimes in there, and throughout. That's not just with season 11. That's a gripe I have about the 11-minute era, was the weird anime episodes. I like anime, but I would be okay with seeing an anime Ninjago show, but it was just very, very random to have sometimes. Then yeah, the Ice chapter is better. I like Evil Zane, like Ice Emperor Zane. That's good. I don't know how I feel about what is it? I'm not a fan of Akita or anything. Or yeah, like any of that. I'm not a giant fan of her character. Just because yeah, again, it was just out of place. I feel like most stuff in season 11, both parts, it was just out of place. It introduced, maybe just because it was trying to introduce new concepts, because to be fair, it was technically a new show. But oh yeah, sorry S11. I kind of forgot you were. Is your name S11 because like season 11? Like is it? I've always been a bit curious about that. Yeah, sorry. This is I need to move on from season 11. I need to stop crashing on it. But to end it off on a good note, I do enjoy Emperor Zane. I like Vex a lot. So yeah. After that, we have Prime Empire. Just a boring season to me. The mechanic, I like how he is more of a threat instead of just like another like villain of the week in Skybound when he was introduced. I think I think they should put more like side villains as main villains in seasons, not characters like Fuji Dove or whatever. Like, I don't know. I feel like I guess there's not a lot of good options now that I think about it. Maybe I think I see why they haven't really done that much. The mechanic just happened to be a good character. I was gonna say like something like, oh yeah, Klaus should be his own villain, or like the Skybound pirates alone should be villains and stuff, but that is literally just the Dark Island trilogy. So, which by the way, Klaus does need to come back like desperately, and Crux and Necronix. I really think they should bring back a lot of the older villains. I know like Moro they're bringing back, but actually that gives me more hope that especially Crux and Necronix, because I people like think people like Brick Legacy Ninja did like Crux and Necronix coming back really, really well. Actually, Christmas Carol Through Time is one of my favorites of his stuff. What I saw them say. Oh, okay. So it just happens to it lined up with your birthday, and it's kind of your favorite season. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So your name is kind of like how like OC11 is with like his initials and then birth year. I've noticed a lot more names like kind of like how OC's name is as of recent. What would my name sound like if I did that? It'd be like ZA10, I think. Yeah, it doesn't have the right kick to it. Yeah, I think Zack Attack's better. By the way, my initials are ZA. It's not. I wasn't doing Zack Attack as one of my initials. But yeah, Prime Empire. I just don't have a lot to say about Prime Empire. Unagami's mid. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of it either. That's the issue. I can't remember most of the season. Like it was another like kind of J focused season, but it was done a lot less good than Skybound to me. And then Master of the Mountain. Okay, first of all, the ninja suits in Master of the Mountain are some of the best we ever got. Master of the Mountains. Ninja suits are really, really good. Actually, I plan on buying them and using them for future projects and stuff. I think with the Skull Sorcerer, I think I said this earlier. Skull Sorcerer is a really good villain. Definitely a lot better than Asphira and Unagami. Actually, yeah, again, probably the most well done villain in the 11-minute era. So yeah, I think the anime episodes were more well done in those, like the one with the one with like the warriors or whatever that got banished by the Skull Sorcerer. That was an interesting episode. But again, yeah, it was still like kind of that anime. It still was out of place. So Yeah, season 13 is good. Season 14, Seabound. Actually, I was trashing on it a bit earlier, but uh I do like Kalmar. I think that's how you say his name. Kalmar was a very I like how he's just evil for absolutely no reason. Like or no for no good reason anyways. Um Actually, I think we need more of that. Just people who are villains who are jerks for absolutely no reason. Um, Nia's sacrifice is good. Um, your favorite villain, Cinder. I can respect that. I like Cinder a lot. I like how snarky he is. He's very fun to write. So yeah, I definitely respect that. I think he should have a bit more recognition in Dragon's Rising. I kind of wonder what happened to Ash though, because I would assume Cinder's like a descendant of Ash. I don't know. They both got their butts beaten by Kai. So, uh, but yeah, Cinder's definitely good. I guess I can talk more about him once I get to season 2 of Dragon's Rising. With what's after Seabound, because I don't have much to say on it. Crystallized. Okay, Crystallized. I like the Overlord in Crystallized. It's definitely the most done the Overlord ever. Whoa, jump scare. Sorry. Yeah, it's the most well done that the Overlord has ever been. I think people still pull him off better in their own projects. Funnily enough, well, actually, I think people pull off a lot of characters better in their own projects and write them better than some villains have been written. The Crystal Council, I appreciate that they weren't completely useless, but they still didn't really have much of a role. I feel like. Okay, what's taking so long with this grass up here? Slowly making its way up. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just gonna take a little while. Yeah, almost done actually with this like yeah, this part right here. It's getting close. Um yeah, crystallized the first part's really boring and it doesn't get good until like the Harumi reveal. I like Pythor in prison. I liked well yeah, Pythor returning was really great. I missed Pythor for a while and yeah, he kind of just disappeared after Day of the Departed. Which yeah, by the way, Day of the Departed very underrated, overhated too. Um Yeah, I think Mr. F was like so weird. Well, Mr. E is already like kind of anonymous, but I feel, or not anonymous. I don't know what the right mysterious. Sorry, I don't know why that took so long to think of. And I think they should have just left him at yeah, when Garmadon dismantled him. And I think yeah, I think Mr. F was kind of a disrespect of the character. Um, because he dies in a really dumb way. I can't. Mr. F does. I can't remember what it is that, or I can't remember how he dies, but I just remember it was really dumb. Yeah, Asphera was used better, maybe in Crystallized than her own season. Skull Sorcerer was pretty good. Nothing amazing in Crystallized. Mechanic was so out of place to me. I don't think the mechanic should have been in Crystal Council or Council of the Crystal King, whatever. Then yeah, the ninja are done well. I feel like, well, no, not really. Lloyd is really, really strange. Harumi is atrocious. I know people have already said why her character is absolutely terrible in Crystallized, but definitely the worst part of Crystallized is the butcher of Harumi's character. And Lloyd isn't done very well either. And Kai, I feel like he should have gone on like a rage arc or like an evil arc almost after Nia died. I feel like that would have been more realistic than him silently mourning for her. Like, because that's not Kai's character. No, he would have been really, really mad. That's definitely a big gripe I had. Like I know I know Jay and Kai had a fight about it, but like that was it. That was it. It should have been more. There should have been more conflict. Um, then after, I think that's really all I have to say about Crystallized. I'd probably trash on it more, but I don't feel like it. And speaking of, well, no, wait, sorry, that was not a good transition. I think we're done with that quadrant as well. Let's back up and swoosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is good, actually. I'm liking this so far. Now, next up, though, we have kind of a big area from here to here, but it's not diagonal, so it should be easier to work on. Dragons Rising Season 1 is boring, but not in the same way that the 11-minute like era was, like with Prime Empire and season 11. Yeah, season 1 it's entertaining at the very least, even if nothing important is going on. And I have to give credit for that, because the other seasons did not. The seasons before it did not do that as well, or didn't do it at all, really. No, I enjoy Dragons Rising Season 1. Don't get me wrong, it's good. I think Eren and Sora, when I was first watching it, I thought I would hate Eren and Sora, but they actually did a good job at making me enjoy their characters. And Dragons Rising Season 1 is a essential season for sure. But it's for me personally, it's not a season I'm going to be rewatching. I'm not a giant fan of Imperium either. I think like Roz was interesting, and what's his face, the Dragon Hunter, Rapton. He's enjoyable, but I don't like Beatrix. She wasn't a super enjoyable character. Sorry, ooh, I just have like a voice crack or something. My bad. Yeah. Whoa, what is going on? Oops. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. Season 1's just okay. Wildfire is definitely my favorite of the new ninja, and, her introduction is done pretty well. Um, yeah, no, Wildfire is definitely my favorite addition from Dragon's Rising Season 1, though. I hate something that and this goes into Season 2, Part 1 as well. I hate what they did with Jay. Like, I we for like, just showing him in the his administration outfit was so, eh, like, I did not like it. It made him feel so much less threatening when he became Evil Jay in Part 2, because like, you've already seen this Jay, like, he's not a big threat. He was just in an office working a 9 to 5 1 season ago. This guy's not gonna be a threat, and they really overhyped Evil Jay too, or maybe the community did, because they definitely didn't do too much marketing on him. Yeah, I think the community overdid it, I guess. And there's a lot better stories for Evil Jay made by other people, you know, OC11. Um, yeah, uh, season Dragon's Rising Season 2 is peakness. I don't really think you can get. There's not modern Ninjago. There's not really much better you can get. Part 1 was really enjoyable with the Wolf Clan and stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to mention this real quick, just because it came to mind. Euphrasia is the worst character in Ninjago history. I hate her so much. She's utterly useless. Like, worst character in Ninjago. She's she completely disrespects the wind power family, or the wind family heir, whatever. I don't know. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. Um yeah, sorry, I kind of crashed out there. After Dragon's Rising Season 2 with the Wolf Clan and stuff, the vibes are really, really good for Season 2. That's that's for sure the best part. The vibes of Season 2 are the best part. Um and also, I think I was just more happy with the Ninjago community back then. Um See, I was at, like, a peak point in the community, um, especially compared to now. Not gonna go into specifics of why I think that, but, um, yeah, I Dragon's Rising Season 2 is really, really, really well done. Yeah, see, yeah, S11 gets it. Euphrasia sucks. Um, then that little nod to Moro, like, "I knew the last elemental master of wind. I already like you better." Like, Lloyd, shut his mouth. Um, yeah, with uh season 2, like, I've only been talking about part 1 so far as well. The ending with, like, Kai getting put into the Never space. Is it Never or Nether? I can't ever remember. I'm rhyming here. Oh my gosh. Um that was like, it was a really good cliffhanger. I could not wait for season 2 or part 2 of season 2. Which, yeah, speaking of which, part 2, season 2, Noct is amazing as a villain. Probably, definitely one of my favorite villains as of recent. And Roz too. Roz is really, really good in season 2. In season 1, he's kind of just like off to the side, but yeah, season 2 when he's like taking the main stage, Roz is amazing. He's a like master manipulator, all that. Yeah, Cinder is really, really good in season 2 as well. He's not. I appreciate how he's not the main villain, because just having a main villain that's an elemental master would have been kind of boring, I think. Because yeah, Cinder is one of those characters that are good for a side character, but in my opinion, wouldn't be good for like a main villain. He's like the opposite of Klaus. He's a good side apprentice, but he wouldn't be a good main villain on himself by himself. I think Klaus is would be a really good main villain by himself, but he's also a good sidekick. Yeah, the tournament of sources is good. I wish we got more tournament battles, I think. Yeah, if we had gotten more tournament battles, I would think I would have been more satisfied with it. Um Actually, I think I need to go 3 here. So, I liked to see the return of like Nero and Tox, and all of them, Mr. Pale. They were all cool. Cameos. I appreciate how they weren't a big role. They were just there. I think we need more of that. After that, well, actually, we're done pretty much. Roby's good. The Kai versus Noct. Kai's entrance too. Oh my gosh, that's peak Ninjago. That was a peak scene. Definitely top 5 favorite scenes for sure. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I be closing in. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hop off here now that I think about it. So yeah. Oh, We Rise. Yeah, I can mention this. I'll mention that real quick. The Weekend Whip is obviously. When you're talking about We Rise, I'm assuming you're talking about the song and stuff. We Rise is a good successor to the Weekend Whip. I think they did a horrible job represent. The intros were horrible in the 11-minute era, and I think it was pretty much Dragon's Rising was a pretty much a complete reboot of Ninjago, and I think with that we needed a reboot of the intro. So I think that the intros for Dragon's Rising are really, really good. I like We Rise, and I think it's overhated. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything I've got. So I think we're going to be hopping off stream today, guys. I'd say we made quite a bit of progress. And yeah, I guess that's it. Bye, guys.